Hi, and a very good day, everyone. My name is Hema Subbramaniyam, Matric number 264591. Today, I'm here to persuade all of you to practice zero waste concept in our daily lives. Will you be able to accept my one-day challenge to not produce a single piece of waste from whatever you use in your daily routine? Sounds impossible, huh? But trust me, we can with the zero waste concept. Zero waste is a movement to encourage ones to reduce their consumption and the consequent waste produced from it. The goal is to produce no waste at all and to redesign the waste to become the resource for another usage. For example, the plastic water bottle becomes a waste once we use it once. However, when we use a reusable water bottle, it reduces the needs to use a plastic water bottle, consequently reducing the waste produced from it. That is why the scientists have created a blob-looking water bottle from algae gel. The water container is edible and it produces no waste like the plastic water bottle does. Similarly, when we use a cotton shopping bag instead of a plastic bag, we reduce the production of the plastic bags, consequently reducing the waste produced from it. Zero waste. Being an active environmentalist through worldwide organizations such as ISAC and Enactus, this zero waste concept is very ambitious for me. I bet it is to all of you too. So today, I take this opportunity to share my knowledge and to persuade everyone to follow the zero waste concept in their daily lives. We should practice zero waste concept in our daily lives to foster cost-saving healthy lifestyle, to reduce the climate change effects, and to build local community and economy. Now that we know what zero waste practices are, let's look at why should we practice it in our daily lives. Firstly, the zero waste concept should be practiced in order to foster cost-saving healthy lifestyle. According to Natalia Page and others in their article journal named Waste Management, zero waste concept implications leads to cost-saving practices and minimizes risk to the public health. The report also encourages us as the community to practice recyclable products usage, trash separation, recycling and banning plastics in order for the cotton bags usage as the initiation of the community practices for the zero waste. When us as the community and industry start practicing zero waste concepts, it indirectly reduces the massive production and reduces the toxics and chemicals infused in recycling and reprocessing the discarded waste materials. This in turn reduces the amount of soil, water and air pollution by removing the toxic waste which are going to the landfills and incinerators. This in turn helps us to live a healthy lifestyle where the production and the consumption are both eco-conscious and healthy. Besides, people often misunderstand that recycling is a path towards zero waste since the discarded materials are reprocessed for further use. However, recycling and reprocessing uses more energy than production and causes pollution and health risk when used in the long run, according to Song Chiben in his research report in 2014. Companies and brands in Malaysia such as BYOB, Bring Your Own Bottle, Nude Factory and Null Zero Waste Factory are using zero waste concepts to encourage people towards the practice. Such initiatives are to encourage us to maximize the usage of products until their maximum lifetime instead of using disposable products and dumping trashes every single day. When we use reusable products, it reduces the cost since we don't have to buy it every single time and is healthy to us. For example, when we use our own food container to buy food, it reduces the necessities to use packaging and to preserve the food with chemicals. So, the food is bought in a chemical-free container without any preservatives, cutting the cost for the packaging and is healthy and cost-saving. So that's why we should be practicing zero waste lifestyle since it leads us towards a cleaner consumption of food, resources and energy, saving costs and prioritizing our health. We have now discussed about how zero waste concept leads towards fostering cost-saving healthy lifestyle. But can you believe if we could reduce the climate change effects by doing so? Secondly, we should practice zero-waste concept to reduce the climate change effects. According to Brenda Platt in her report named Stop Trashing the Climate, she states that wasting practices directly impacts the climate change, since it is directly linked towards the global resource extraction till the waste management process, which produces the greenhouse gases effect. According to the report, 42% of the greenhouse gas emitted is from our daily routines, which produces excess heat, which is then trapped by the greenhouse gases in the Earth's atmosphere, radiating it back towards the Earth, causing increase in the climate and the temperature. According to the report, the best way to reduce the climate change effects is through zero-waste concept practices, since it promotes the 5R technique, which are reduce, reuse, recycle, repurpose, and reuse. We have realized that the Earth's resource and energy will soon be depleted if we continue the take, make, and waste mentality. But the question is, have we started doing anything to solve it? Big brands in the food and beverage industry, such as Starbucks, have already started their zero-waste initiatives. Starbucks encouraged their customers who's going to be dining in their stores to use the notion for here to use their servewares, and encouraged their customers to bring in reusable cups and tumblers provided by Starbucks by giving them 10% discount every time they use it in their stores. Interesting? When we as the customers use the reusable cups and tumblers, we reduce the necessities to use the paper cups, which then reduces the waste which is produced by the paper cups afterwards. When we reduce the uses of paper cups, it directly reduces the amount of waste which is going to go to the landfills and incinerators, which then causes the greenhouse gas emission. Since we reduce the greenhouse gas emission, it directly reduces the Earth's temperature increase, causing the climate to be stabilized. When we, as a community and industry, start practicing the zero-waste concept, we directly encourage the climate to recover by itself. And when we produce close to zero waste every single time we reuse the product until its maximum lifetime, we are indirectly reducing the greenhouse gas emission, which causes the climate to be fluctuating. In my opinion, the practice should start from us, since the collective practice of zero-waste practices will reduce the climate change effects. Imagine the planet thanking you for not increasing its temperature. Sounds good? Now that we have talked about how the zero-waste practice will reduce the climate change effects, let's talk about how we can practice zero waste to build up local community and economy. We should also practice zero waste concept to build local community and economy. According to Toronto Environmental Alliance report, Angela Tan states that zero waste practices could improve the local community capacity and improve the economic status of the underprivileged community, since zero waste practice provides 10 times more jobs than the disposal. The report also encourages us as a community to practice zero waste practices, since one's waste could be another one's treasure. The green jobs created through zero waste practices are profitable and sustainable because the resources are recirculated inside the community rather than being disposed as waste. The local money is also recirculated inside the local community rather than being spent on buying foreign products. In this way, the local community gets a working chance as well as rotate their money inside their local community. By practicing zero waste concept, we indirectly build community by fostering care and empathy among us. Toronto has been implementing zero waste practices for the past 7 years and has been recording their improvements in their Toronto Environmental Alliance report, which stands as a role model for all the growing countries including us, Malaysia. Reusing and redistributing the useful goods to underprivileged. Redistributing the leftover food to those in need, as well as clothes and furniture, are some of the adaptations of the zero-waste practices. Composting together, helping each other, and having an eco-friendly cultivating mindset are some of the community practices which should be followed by a community to reduce the cost and improve their community capacity. I believe at least some of us would have the urge to try the zero-waste practice. My suggestion is that even if we can't practice this every single day, we should at least try it once or twice to know the ability, the stability, and the benefits from it so that we could at least try to implement it in the future. So that's all about my encouragement to persuade all of us to practice zero-waste concepts in our lives. We should be practicing zero-waste concept in our daily lives to foster cost-saving healthy lifestyle, to reduce the climate change effects, as well as to build local community and economy. At the end of the day, Earth is our only home, so we should be considering to follow the zero-waste practices to cultivate an eco-friendly mindset as well as a good community to recover the Earth's condition. Thank you.